do that real quick?
Oh, yeah, please. Yeah. Okay, yeah, sure, yeah.
I'm gonna interject, real quick, because there's something that I want to do for you all. And before the end of class, Dr. Saskin is gonna give y'all some time, because I see y'all putting a bunch of donuts in front of him. He's not gonna eat all of those.
Oh, other people haven't?
Yes, I saw a big box over here too. But there'll be some time before we leave for you guys to share and whatnot. But it's something that I wanted to do. There's something that I wanted to do for all of you all to express my gratitude and my appreciation to you all, and hopefully leave you with something that you can take from this experience. So I have a gift to give each and every one of you all. And I was just gonna have you guys come up and take one, but I would rather me give it to you, so I'm gonna ask, this isn't graduation, and I'm not gonna call you names, but I'm gonna ask that you would come up and let me actually present it to you, shake your hand, and you can take it with you. Because it's related to something that Dr. Saskin and some other people have said about being authentic, knowing yourself, in order to be able to do the work, whatever work it is that you're going to do. Whatever your higher power, whatever your higher self, God, Allah, whatever you call that, nature, whatever, to be able to do this work in a very authentic way. So that's why I have these gifts for you. So if you guys would come up and let me give it to you and shake your hand. You guys don't have to just wait one by one, you know, this isn't graduation, all right? Please wait till you sit down to open it. Tanya. Thank you. Go. That's so sweet. Thank you. Go. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
It's like
That's the start. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Brianna.
even more for you.
Okay, open them up.
Actually, all three of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
He's studying in Rankin and Lincoln.
I appreciate your thoughts. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I have a copy of it.
Make sure.
Here we go. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you were
Thank you. Saskin. Is anybody going to see Zuka that can give him? Because he said he wasn't going to be here, and I want to make sure that
I have to be class tonight.
Can you give this to him and tell him why? If you guys want to take a look at it, open it up and take a look at it, and I'll tell you why. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you guys will open up and I tell you why I wanted to give you this. So each of you, and this is my opinion, my belief, this does not represent the beliefs of Columbia Teachers College. My belief is that each and every one of you are the key to unlock whatever it is that is meant it is my belief that nobody else should be able to convince you that you don't have the key to unlock whatever it is that is meant for you. There's a quote on one side that's an African proverb that talks about know the world within yourself. Don't look for the world outside of yourself, for that would be to project your illusion. And we talked about authenticity and about knowing yourself and doing this type of work. The most important thing in my belief is to know who you are, why you're doing the work, and what it is you want to contribute, and to being able to evolve and grow, because that may change. The other side of the card, you are enough, is I really want to encourage you to remind yourself as much as you need to that you are enough. You are enough for whatever, and you have the key. Last thing I want to say is that I know a lot of you all are in the SMB program, and it can be a very interesting situation to be in. But it's kind of like in my culture we have this thing called soul food, and in my culture, soul food is we can disagree with the people at the table. We cannot necessarily like the people at the table all the time. But when we sit down and share soul food, it's a sense of community and togetherness because of the love that has gone into the food that we're prepared at that table. So with SMB, sometimes the way I kind of think of it is, SMB is a grocery store. You come with whatever it is that you want to make, and SMB is where you come to shop. SMB is not going to tell you what to make. It's not going to tell you how to make it. It's just, there's some fruit, there's some spices, there's some meat, there's some fish, some of you may be vegan, vegetarian, you want to go straight to the green stuff, it's just a store. You come with your idea of what you want to make. And SMB is, okay, well, you want some cayenne pepper, you want some Lowry seasoning, you want, some chili paste, whatever it is. But it's up to you to decide what you're going to make for the table. So the table is the community. You are the one that is making what it is you want to present at the table to have the soul food. So unlike an accounting degree or a law degree, it's not going to be a do this to get here. It's going to be, in my opinion, this is a store. What do you want to make? If you get home and you make it and it's like it's missing something, it's seasoning. My wife's from Trinidad, so I know a lot about seasoning. Just ain't seasoned right. Maybe you need to switch a class. Or maybe you need to look at something a little differently. Maybe you need to take a class outside of SMB or whatever it is. But you have the recipe, you have the key, you are enough, and I want you to remember that. Last thing I will say is, I don't think Dr. Saskin knows this. I don't think I ever mentioned it to him, but when I started this program, in my purpose statement, I wrote a very particular thing about what I thought I was coming to TC for. And then during the summer intensive, I got really kind of thrown around as far as, is this really what I want? And the thought, I don't say the thought, but what came up for me was, you have a plan, but keep yourself open to that plan possibly changing. So it's not like I'm just gonna fly around the airport, because at some point you're gonna run out of gas. Have a plan, but be open to it possibly changing. So my plan changed a number of times. And then it was one particular thing that happened this time last year at the last your class. I had to go to Atlanta for a wedding the weekend before the last class, which was his class, on a Monday. And the thought was, why am I coming back to New York for this one class, Dr. Saskin's class? Why don't I just spend a couple of days in Atlanta before I come back? But there was something, I'll say something, but I know what it was. you need to make sure that you come back. And I did not know why. I told my wife, I just feel I need to be back for this class. And then Dr. Saskin presented me with something that I did not even know was on the table. I hadn't even been thinking about it. And when he presented it to me, because he presented it to me as I was walking out of the door during the last class. And when he said it, something in me was like, this is why I wanted you to come back for this class. And then 3 weeks later, somebody else presented me with something that I was not looking, that was not on the table. And I did not see coming. Now that made me have to switch my plans if I were to do these two things that were presented to me. And of course, after discussing with my wife, to make sure she was on board, I was like, babe, if I do these things, it's gonna screw up what I had planned. But I really believe this is what I need to do. And she was like, if this is what we need to do, we'll figure it out. So I'm so grateful that I switched, because accepting those two opportunities also opened up a number of different things.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm telling you this is that I would just encourage you, because I don't want to tell you to do anything. I would just encourage you, have a plan, but keep your hands open.
Yeah.
So that's all I wanted to say.
Oh.
So thank
I really appreciate that, you gave us these keys that said we're all enough, but you're more than enough.
Way to ruin every DA that comes out.
All right, so
you.
this is a